Yeah, Big G, stars. I'm a star, and girl, you a star. She doing tricks with me, she taking pics with me, she making flicks with me. That bitch a movie star. It's a flick on me, like it's a hit on me, cause it's a grip on me. I'm a trap star. She doing tricks with me.
Yo, welcome back to the Get It Boy Show. Excuse me about my voice. My sinuses are really irritated right now. I get bad allergies sometimes when the weather be changing. You know, a lot of dust around the house. I go outside in the fresh air. You know, just when I'm in the house, you know, I get bad allergies. You know what I'm saying? I can't be around like dust. You know, and unfortunately, right now my studio is in the basement. You know. Anyway, without further ado, you know, welcome back to the Get It Boy Show. Get it, boss. Supercharged. You see, I'm rocking Southside, the socks fitted. You know, keeping that shit gangster. You know, no, I'm just fucking around. No, I'm fucking around. Anyway, yeah, you know, Big G. You know, this the show where we talk about music and business, music business all the time. So, you know, if it ain't about money, it ain't making no sense. You know, so today I just want to talk about going into the music game and establishing myself as an artist and what I got plans for. If you got any suggestions, you can, you know, subscribe and hit like and share and comment at the bottom. But, you know, don't forget to subscribe. And all right, so we're gonna talk about getting into the music business and establishing myself as an artist, as an independent artist, as an entity, as a business myself, you know, and that's through a self-owned record label. You know, first off, I want to say what you know, just I want to say what the steps to doing that is. It's something out here called the LLC, and with that LLC, you know, that's basically a limited liability company, and through that way, you know, I can basically tax my business and things of that nature, you know, and keep myself from being too overtaxed or something like that. You know, when I'm filing self-employed, you know, it'll be a legitimate business, and actually people respect the LLC behind the name. So first off, you know when you establishing a business, you got to have an LLC and you got to have an EIN. The EIN is a employer identification number. So that employer identification number, you can get that free from the government. If you go to the IRS.com, you get all that free. You know what I'm saying? The LLC, I'm looking into it right now, and I'm not sure if you could get that free. I think you may have to pay for it, but don't let them trick you. Sometimes, you know, things are cheaper than they put on the internet. You know, this year, you know, a lot of y'all know, a lot of y'all might know, I'm on probation. I'm on probation for drugs, and it was actually the best probation that I could get. You know, I don't really want to go into deep details, but it's the best probation I could get. But it was the strictest probation. You know, no drinking, no smoking, none of that. I don't smoke anyway, but sometimes you might want to have a drink, and you can't do that not on this probation. You know what I'm saying? Because they dropping your ass on a regular, like dropping you on site. So, you know, it is what it is. It ain't even worth it, you know. So I'm gonna channel all my music and board them into the studio, you know. Upcoming for this year, what I plan to do in establishing myself, I plan to start school at SAE Institute, downtown Chicago on Orleans. And it seemed like a good school. I've been wanting to go to this school ever since I got out of the penitentiary. You know, yeah, I've been to the penitentiary for everybody who, you know, want to know. But I'm trying to turn my life around and become a, got a lot of notifications coming in. You know, I'm trying to turn my life around and become a good business, a real business. Trying to become a business owner. You know what I mean? It's really hard working for other people because you got to work on their schedule. You know, they only pay you what they want to pay you, and you got to do as they say. You got to just adhere to their structure. You know, and I'm a felon, so I fill out an application. I can lie and say, "Oh, I'm not a felon," and then, you know, next thing I know, they firing me for lying on my application. But if I put on the application that I am a felon, you know, they won't hire me. They won't give me a call back, or they'll waste my time. Like give me a bunch of interviews and then tell me, oh well, since you have this felony, you got to go through this process. Like it matters. You know, if it matter, do it matter? You know what I'm saying? If I've been to jail, this is just a question. This is a side note. If I've been to jail and I did my time and I pay my debt to society, how the hell do they hold this burden over my head? Now I can see if it's a murder or a rape or something. That's questionable. You know, pedophilia or something like that. But it's just for if it's something like drugs or guns and you see I'm trying to get a job, obviously I'm trying to turn my life around. You see what I'm saying? And how could they even arrest you for a gun in a country that clearly states in the Constitution that every citizen has a right to bear arms? But anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. You know, that's some conspiracy shit. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Power to the people. Anyway, Sock Fitty, keep it gangster. You know what I'm saying? That's a little joke. But yeah. So going back into it. So at the school SAE, they actually are giving me a technology package. I'm gonna put up on the screen the 3 items that they're giving me. Can't wait to get it. I'm geeked. But you know what I'm saying? More than just the equipment, I'm really geeked for the classes, for the learning, because I got my own studio, you know, as some people may know, you know, and I got my own studio. It's a home studio right now, but I plan on growing it into $100,000 business, you know what I'm saying? 100,000 a year business, you know, with no strings attached, you know. To the only people I got to answer to is myself and God, you know what I mean? And so I just need a few upgrades, things that I would like to have. Be a new interface, some new monitors and speakers for people who don't know studio talk. People may think, "Oh, monitor, that's a TV." No. My TV is fine. I got a TV. You know, upgrade on the computer, upgrade on the mic, just minor upgrade. I mean, well, they major upgrades, but you know, and they major upgrades because of the price, but it's minor because my sound quality is still pretty good right now. But I know it could be better just listening to like, you know, some other artists, you know, and what they record, like professional artists and what they record, you know. Mine is pretty good. It can stand next to it, but it still kind of lacks that sheen that theirs has. So, you know, that's the reason why I'm getting into school. You know, hopefully I could get discounts on all this different things. But okay, going into it. So, you know, going to school, SAE, they're gonna teach me about you know, basically how to make beats. You know, that's audio production, you know, and recording. That's basically what that is. Audio engineering, that's like the mastering and the after mix, you know. So and you know, when you're doing with music, or not just even music, you know, they even got a course for game audio, you know. So I'm going into that. And with this iPad, the iPad, they're gonna give me an iPad, a 32 gig iPad. Some people say, "Oh, that's not nothing. That's nothing," but you know, to me, it's something. You know, you know, anything is better than nothing. You know, nothing at all. You know, that's 100% truth about it. I'm getting a lot of notifications all of a sudden, like, you know, somebody cares all of a sudden. Yeah. So iPad, they're giving me an iPad from the school and technology package. They're giving me an iPad 32-inch. I think it's like a 2018 model. So it's like a 9.7-inch screen. That's pretty good to me, you know. It has the 6th generation camera, so I'll be able to shoot videos on there, and that's what I want to do. You know, they also giving me a pair of Blue Lola headphones, and they say those sound pretty good. I never had a blue microphone. When I went to get a blue microphone, Guitar Center didn't have it. They had a AKG 420 about in the same range, so I just bought that one. You know, so Blue Lola headphones. I think they're the bottom of out of the 3. I think it's Blue Lola at the bottom, and then Blue something with an S. I forgot. I'll put it up on the screen, and Blue Ellis at the top. So, but going back to what I was saying, like opening up a business, you know, and that's what I want to do, you know. I could count 5 incomes right now, you know what I'm saying, off of everything I just said. You know, I could count 5, you know, just off of studio alone. One would be actually recording artists. 2 would be shooting videos. Once I get, you know, my iPad skills up, you know, and I got the lenses and everything that I need, and I got, you know, the After Effects and Adobe Premiere. You know, I think that's like $20 a month for students. the videos could come out great. Plus, I got an iPhone with a pretty good camera. That's what I'm shooting on right now. The lighting isn't that good, so it's kind of fuzzy, but it's still pretty good camera. It's still pretty good HD camera. Okay, shooting videos. And also with that package of Adobe Suite Creative 6, I think it's called, CS6, Creative Suite 6, CS6, you get Photoshop. So I can take that time, like extra time, and I could do, CD covers. I could do album covers. Doing album covers for people, that's an income right there. And making beats, that's another income. Just all off studio, that's 4. And let's see. Oh, and then being an artist myself, I can get my music on all streaming platforms, and I can pull in the income through streaming. YouTube. I know a guy. Actually met a little guy. At one school I was going to, but that was for radio and television. It wasn't really for me. But if you into that, you could go check out Illinois Media Art School. I mean, is it Illinois Media Art School or just Illinois Media School? I think it's Illinois Media School, but you can check it out. It's downtown Chicago, and they do radio and television. Basically, they dabble a little bit into like audio production and everything, but not as deep as I would like to go, because I'm trying to turn this into a business, and I'm not trying to be an actor. I'm not trying to be owned by anybody, or I'm not trying to be employed by anybody. I'm trying to be self-employed and self-sufficient, because I do not like to have to basically submit to another man's will when God gave me the power to do it myself. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But you can check out Illinois Media School. It's pretty cool, for radio and television broadcasts. It's pretty cool. But I met the little guy. The little guy, he had 95,000 subscribers when I saw him on YouTube. I don't know his name. I will not give him a shout out because I don't know his name. I forgot his name. A little light-skinned guy. But yeah, he had 95,000 subscribers. So, he was telling me he made about $3K a month. So YouTube is a business in itself, and that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to try to, get money from these 5 incomes. Let's go back over them just to be cool. Being an artist, and that's streaming, streaming everything, on the different streaming platforms. And I'll go into what the streaming platform. Actually, I won't go into what the streaming platforms is right now. I'm just gonna pop them up on the screen. All right, and making beats. Starting a beat store, recording artists, shooting videos, and doing graphic design. Like that's designing party flyers, designing business cards, designing album art mostly, and those are 5 incomes right there, just off everything that I want to do, everything that I'm doing for myself. I really want to cut out the middleman. I don't want to have to go to this guy saying, hey, could you master my song? Oh yeah, I can master your song, but I need 300. You know what I'm saying? Cut that out. That's 300 in my own pocket. I want to be able to shoot a video for myself and be like, man, I don't want to have to go to a guy like, hey, because you shoot a video. Oh yeah, that's 700 if I shoot your video. That's 700 in my pocket. That's $1,000 I'll save right there. And I don't want to have to go to anybody saying, hey, could you do album art for me? That's $50 in my pocket, potentially $100 in my pocket. I don't want to have to go. I already don't have to, but I don't want to have to go to somebody else's studio and hey, they charge me $50 an hour for a studio. And I do 3 hours, I'm at $150. You know what I'm saying? So I believe I got what it takes. Just going into it. It's just gonna be. It's all about being tenacious. It's all about being wise. It's all about planning ahead. It's all about being knowledgeable. It's all about having a will. And I got all that. Apple makes some pretty solid equipment. So I'm working with a Mac Mini right now, hooked up to a 32-inch Vizio. It's pretty good, it's pretty good just for recording, and some and light graphic design right now until I'm able to upgrade and light video editing, I'm actually looking into getting another Mac Mini And I got this 32-inch Vizio. I might actually give this 32-inch Vizio to my pops and break this down into two 19 inches so they can fit. Or I might get another 32-inch. You know, I don't know that when that time comes, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. You know, but it's a lot of upgrades that I want for the studio. You know, a new computer would be lovely for when I'm shooting these videos. I don't have to, you know, like have this computer constantly running out of steam, you know, because I'm doing too much on it. You know, I get a new studio computer, it'll be like lovely. You know, it'll be lovely. I can just use that computer just for video. Oh man, but a man can dream, and it will happen. You know, it will happen. All you got to do is just follow your plan and don't let nobody deter you. You know, something I want to throw in there. I just got this from Sweetwater. You know, this is a 1/4 inch adapter to a 3.5 adapter, and this is for my splitter. I got some new headphones coming. I'm gonna do an unboxing video for those just to check them out. And I also got some business cards coming, so you know, hopefully the business cards to help bring in a little, you know, more clientele, a little reach in a little people. But all right, so let me go into these streaming sites real quick and where I can make money. You know, first off, they got this big old thing that everybody knows. It's called YouTube. I talked about YouTube. You know, the guy was telling me he got 95,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you got 95,000 subscribers on YouTube, I want to know how much bread you getting. You know what I'm saying? A month. He say, oh shit, I make about 3K a month. Oh, that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's people who work full-time jobs and don't make 3K a month. You know what I'm saying? So if I could get my subscribers up to where his is, I know I'm guaranteed at least 3K a month. You know, and that's just off YouTube. And then we got SoundCloud. You know, everybody know about SoundCloud. SoundCloud popping. You know, so you get your shit on SoundCloud, and I don't know what the payout on SoundCloud is. I really don't know. You know, I don't know what the payout on SoundCloud is. I will do some research and I'll go into detail about every one of these streaming platforms that I talk about. But I could say I get a check from SoundCloud. Maybe it's, you know, $1,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? And then you got TuneCore. That's what I'm going with, because you got other ones. You got TuneCore. The ones that I know about, you got TuneCore and CD Baby. Those are two the most popular, the biggest. But you also got Songcast, and you got one called I forgot. My guy told me about it, but I forgot the name of it. But it's a lot of them out there, and basically what they do, they like distribution companies, online distribution companies. So that way, you sign up, pay a small fee, and they distribute your music all over the place. And when you go through these places, like I'm going through TuneCore, when you go through these places, you know, they give you, you know, basically every streaming platform. Tidal, Spotify is very popular, but Tidal should be more popular with artists. Tidal, Spotify, and I'll explain why in another video. iTunes, the list goes on. You know, the list goes on. So, you know, imagine if I'm getting 3K off YouTube, and from TuneCore I'm getting a check for about, I don't know, 3K a month. 3K from YouTube, 3K from TuneCore, and 3K from SoundCloud. You know, that's 9K a month. You know, just off streaming. You know what I'm saying? And being my own artist and establishing myself. You know, and I'll make another video just, you know, basically talking about how I plan to do that. You know, and going into recording artists. You know, I could charge them hourly. You know, I could charge them hourly. I could charge them by the block. I could charge them by the project. You know what I'm saying? And just say I'm making about $300 a week off, you know, recording in the studio. You know, about $300 a week off recording different artists. I could charge for mastering. I could charge just the mix. You know what I mean? So, you know, right there, I'm making over 10K a month. You know, if I just apply myself and I get this done the right way and I stay focused, I can make some serious money, and I never have to sell dope again, fam. You know what I'm saying? Okay, making beats, beat production. If I could get, you know, to the point where I'm making good beats and I'm selling like $20 leases and like $100 exclusives, and I'm making about, I don't know, $200 a week off beats. That's going up more than 10 grand, right there a month. Then video, if I get to the point where my videos are so good and I could charge $200 a video, all I have to do is shoot one video a week, $200 a week right there. You got to realize, like, you got to think, like, what is the guy, the working average Joe making? The average Joe, they say, is making about $80K a year. That's not really true for, like, when it comes to age and race and ethnicity and all that shit. It's not really true. When you're dealing with like black people, what I'm saying, the average may drop. The average may be 50,000 a year. You see what I'm saying? Well, if I'm making 10K a month, off studio, 10 times off studio and music business, by the way, 10 times 12, that's $120,000 a month. A year, I'm sorry, $120,000 a year. That's better than, the $80,000 mark and the $60,000 mark. That's what people with master's degrees are making. You know what I mean? Business owners are the fruit of America. You know what I'm saying? Being a business owner. You know what I'm saying? And I won't be put out of business because music is one of the biggest exports from America, especially hip-hop music. And I'll go and do a video about that too. You know what I'm saying? I will do a video about that too. And I want to say this. Profit versus wage. You know what I mean? A lot of the average American will take that. They say, you know what? I need a wage. So they'll go to work every day. They'll work 40 hours a week. 40, 4 times 4 is 16. That's 160 hours a month. They working. They dedicate to their life. They basically, somebody paying them to give up on their dream. And they walking away with probably 40,000 a year. And me, I went for the profit, and I'm making over 120K a year. And they making 40. I'm making 120, and I do what the hell I want to do, as long as I keep up, with it. It's possible. So remember, a wage is only good if you absolutely need it. But if you got the willpower and the understanding to start your own business, profit will always be king. Always. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to get into what's king, credit or cash. That's not what I'm here for. I'm about music business. Music business. And that's what I got coming up for 2019. Let's get this shit rocking, man. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Oh, P.S. Check me out on my music YouTube, The Get It Boy TBC. Don't forget to subscribe there either. Hit me up, drop a comment, holler at me, send me an email, anything, man. Feel me? Connect with me. If you want to do a song or something, fuck with your boy, you feel me? I get off, you know what I'm saying? I rap, I do all that shit. Just fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with me. I got more videos to come, more content to come. We gonna see what we got coming up for 2019.